In a survival situation, should you eat if water is scarce? My name's Steve Marvel. This is Crucial Survival, and I'm going to tell you the answer to that question. It's long-standing belief and is taught by some of the top survival type experts and in many manuals that you should not eat if there is water is scarce for no particular reason. It's just quoted as such. And it is also said, well, there's number of reasons they say, oh, is it to do with creation of bile? Is it to do with associated with lubricating stool? But yeah, it's speculated, and even on the courses that the teachers that mentored me, they would say the same. And believe it or not, it's not truth. On a survival course, when that was said, the questions always came up like, well, what if it was watermelon or oranges? Well, if you're eating just like ship's biscuits, they're pretty dry. But if you're lubricating them on the way in, crackers are a funny one, which you can imagine is the case. However, here are some of the stats. We as humans get around about 20% of our water intake from food. The other being intake of water, be it through water, squash, coffee, or whatever it might be. Other than that, it's food. And so there is a really, really good reason why we should be eating. If it is the case that you have twice as much food, then you're going to have twice as much fluid. And yes, it is in fact the case if you've got lots and lots of vegetables or soups, or obviously it's got water in there. If you're eating a lot of vegetables, you will have more like 30% of your water intake through food. And now, of course, food is very, very important in a survival situation. And we've talked about the myth of being able to last 3 months without whatever the hell it is, without food. But the practicalities of that being the case, if you've not had any food for 2 days, then you're really, really going to feel it. So the importance of food is huge. And not only do we get water from the consumption of these foodstuffs, be it watermelons, fruits, coconut water, or whatever it might be, but they'd be really, really handy. But even the flesh of animals contains water, of course. And so, yes, that input of water is going to lubricate the body, if it hydrate the body. And so, yeah, if you've got no water coming in, then some food coming in is a good thing. And in fact, there is another component which is never, ever mentioned, and that's something that's called metabolic water. Metabolic water is a byproduct of metabolism, the creation of energy through burning up foodstuffs in the body, be it fats, proteins, or carbohydrates. And obviously, if you're going to poke those in, they're going to be metabolized because you're going to need energy to do anything. So they're going to get metabolized anyway to a certain extent. So they're going to give you, and it's in humans, 8 to 10% of your daily hydration is in fact through metabolic water. So if you've got bugger all water, if you've only got like 50% of fluid water that you might perceive that you need, then yes, you should eat, because you get the water from the food itself, and metabolic water through the process of metabolizing that food will account for tens of percentages of the more water that you require. And so there is your answer. In summary, yes, you should eat if water is scarce. Any comments on that? Any doctors would like to talk about that? Because if that's not the case, I really, really would like to know, as would lots and lots of other people, I'm sure. And I'm quite happy, like most people with a brain, to accept that kind of opinion from professionals. But I did consult biochemists and the like about this particular situation in a survival context, and it was the advice of a nutritionist and a biochemist that yes, you should scientifically eat if you were in a survival situation with little water. So, any comments? Any other things you might want to know about water? There are many, many, many things to talk about water. Or if, in fact, there are any other things you want to talk about, anything that is controversial, I'm particularly interested in, armchair expert stuff, anything you found in a manual which is a bit controversial, then do let me know in the comments, and I shall either answer that for you, or I will find some other person that will. Catch you tomorrow.
Hello again. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, because when you do so, you will not only ensure that you miss nothing, but your questions and comments will benefit the channel and enhance each episode for everybody. I'll see you in the next one, and in the meantime, keep well, stay at home and save lives.